week about science. You got to use a whole bunch of new materials, and you also learned a whole bunch of new words that you probably have never heard before, never thought about. So today we're going to go over those words a little more in depth, and we are going to make kind of like a presentation, and then you're going to get to speak in front of your friends. It's going to be a lot of fun right now, So one of the first words, friends, that we learned about was the word force. So I'm going to write this word up here. Force. Have them tell me, or actually, let's all whisper. Whisper when I say go, what that word starts with. Go. So the sound for F is so this one starts with F, and it's called force. I want you to think, put your hand in the air and put it on your ring. I want you to think what we learned about force, or what we can maybe draw that shows force. Anybody have any idea? If you have your idea, go ahead and put it up here like this, so I know you have an idea. I'm going to call on a friend. In a few seconds, I want us all to have a chance to think about it.
Idea. I know.
Who still has their idea? Ruby, what's your idea about force? It starts with F, yes. But do you guys remember last week what we used to put force on something to make it do something? Isabel?
Push it and pull it and let it go.
So Isa just said the words push and pull. So to push and pull something, you have to put force on something, right, Isabel?
Yeah.
You are so brilliant. Oh my gosh. So what I can maybe draw for force, last week I can maybe draw a person, okay, and they have a little car here, and maybe they're pushing the car, okay, so they're putting force right here to push the car. Or a lawnmower. That's cool. Yeah, it's kind of a big car, isn't it? It could be a little car.
Put some eyes and a smile.
Oh, okay, eyes and a smile.
And a nose.
And a nose. Okay, who else can come up with something that we can push or pull, put force on to make it go?
And
Camille.
glasses.
Camille,
Glasses. You can push a dog.
What?
Push a cat in a cat bed when it's sleeping.
Okay, you can push a cat bed, yes. Daniela.
You can pull a wagon.
Wow, Daniela used the word pull. The force, you can pull a wagon. Oh my gosh, that is a great example. So like I could have a person here.
Okay, that was my idea.
Very good, Ruby. If that was your idea, put a thumb up. I like that idea. So I could draw a little wagon. My pictures aren't very great, but see her hands. She's pulling it.
She's
and they're going
pulling
this
it.
way. Awesome, guys. Good examples. You know what you're going to get to do? You're going to get to draw about these in a second. So we're going to go on. Another word that we learned about was motion. Who can raise their hand and tell me about motion?
I know.
Motion starts with the letter
Yeah.
M. Go ahead.
It's a motion.
Yep. Caleb.
Something back. And then it goes only if it.
Oh, everybody look at Caleb. Jasmine, point at Caleb. He's the one talking. Go ahead. Say that again, Caleb.
You can pull a car back only if it has. Only if you pull it back. Only if you do it the first time. Only if it's a car. And then you hear a little big crack. And that means there's a little. And then you like them and it moves so fast.
Yes.
Only
So,
if you do a lot.
so like you said, so fast. So maybe like a car, when it's in motion, it's actually moving, or it's going from one spot to another spot. So when it's in motion, it's moving like a car. The wheels are going, so it's moving. So maybe I could draw a car, And guess what? Maybe I could draw these lines to show that it's moving. What else? I remember last week we also had a ball that was in motion. Remember that picture of that ball that was supposed to look like it was in motion, like it was spinning? So I kind of have to draw these little lines to show that something's in motion. Okay, another word, friends, that we learned about was direction. Direction. D. So what is this first word? What is this letter? D. You guys are so smart. So direction is kind of a hard one. How could you show direction? What do you think? Think back to last Friday if you can. If you can maybe think back to when those cars, remember that was so fun when you had those cars and then they guided and they went a different way. Camille, what's a way? So she was talking about cars. When our cars were facing one another and they collided, and then when they hit, so they got a little closer, they went opposite directions. I just want to tell you another way you can show direction is like a pathway, a way that you go. Okay, so I'm going to draw like a road. And arrows can also show a direction, the way it goes. Okay, hold on one second. Yours is actually direction. Shmi will get to talk to me about it in a second. Okay, Kayla? The last word we learn about is collide. This is the word collide. Everyone whisper it to me. What is the first letter of this word? What's the first letter of this word? C. Who can give me an example of something that collides or collision? What's something that we could draw? When you have your idea, go like this so I know you have an idea. Think about it. What's something? It's hard to think back to last Friday. That was, let's see, yesterday was Sunday. The day before that was Saturday. Then that was Friday. So that was 3 days ago. Remember when we had those cars and we pushed them, we put force on them and they collided and they crashed? That's another thing.
What about the marbles that we crashed?
Or the marbles. I like that idea, Wyatt. We can draw marbles with arrows and we can show that they collided and they crashed. So it's when two objects come together and touch. So I'm going to give you now a time to explore these things. If you can turn around and look at the tables back there. Go ahead and turn around and look. There's a piece of paper and there's some crowns on your desk. You also have the word. Hold on one second. You also have, I'll wait. You also have the word that you're going to be drawing a picture about. So here at table 4, their word is collide. Okay? So you're going to draw, hold on one second. When I say go, you're okay. When I say go, you're going to go back to your table and you're going to draw pictures of things that collide or things that remind you of that word, okay?
Got it.
Does anybody have any questions?
No, I don't.
Ruby, what's your question?
If you light the balloons with their air and the guys scream, they blow up. Why do you do that?
Oh, that is a very good question. We can talk about that. Maybe at recess you can ask me that. It's an awesome question. Isabel?
When there's balloons and they're in the sky too long, they like pop.
They
And then they
do.
fall down.
They do. But does anybody have a question? You guys have amazing ideas. But does anybody have any questions about what we're about to do? Camille.
What are the balloons can collide
Okay,
together?
so Camille, you see your paper? Your word is motion. So you're going to draw things that are in motion or things that remind you of that word, okay? So everyone look over here, table 1. You're doing the word force. Okay, table 4, you're doing collide. Table 2 is doing motion. And table 3 is doing direction. If you have questions when you get back to your table about the word you're doing, just raise your hand or ask Ask a friend. Okay? So let's have everybody stand up. Go back to your chairs. And begin with all of these. Caleb, I actually want you to work at this table, with Isabel and Jacob, okay? Okay, because this is a little bit harder work. So how can you show direction? You can. Isabel, do you know what you're doing? You're drawing things that are going, or your word is direction. So you're drawing things about the word direction, okay? You got it? Capiche? Okay. Friends, your word is motion. So you're drawing things that remind you of the word motion. So things that are moving, things that maybe you can push or pull that move. Capiche? Come here. So your word is motion right here, Sandy. So you're going to draw things that are moving. Okay? Okay, friends, your word, 1 second, your word is force. So look up here. Look up here, friends, that are at table 1. Force. So you're drawing things that you can push or pull.
It's really heavy.
You're drawing what? A lawnmower. Okay, that you can push, that you can put force on. Yes. Okay, Kiko. Friends, your word is collide. So you're drawing things that can collide. So look up here. This is the word collide. We think about when marbles collided, or cars collided. Go ahead and draw stuff about that word, okay? Do you guys understand? I want to make sure you understand.
I don't remember how to do an arrow. Arrows like this.
So why it's drawing a lawnmower? So what other things can you push and pull? What other things? What about pull? Didn't you give me an example for what can you pull? Car. Well, I guess you could. Like, so like this car. Like you can maybe draw a little car. Think of other things. What about a wagon? What are you drawing? What can you do with your octonauts? You put force on it. What can you do? Perfect. You put your octonaut in a wagon, you can pull it. And you're putting force on that wagon to pull your little octonaut. I love it. How do you make a wagon? Let me get you a wagon. Motion. What things can be in motion? Okay. I'll come back. I'm looking for the box for the wagon. It has a little wagon in it. I don't know where it went. It's over there. Here, Landon. Look! I found a wagon, and guess what wagon starts with? W. Yes, that's what we learned about today. Well, it's kind of small, but you can maybe try and draw that. Okay, good idea. Hey, Camille, how are you doing? You're drawing things in motion. What about when you play sports outside with balls? Did you ever play soccer or baseball or anything like that? You used to play soccer, so when you force on the ball, and the ball what? It was like put into motion, wasn't it? So it would like move through the air and move on the ground. And you can draw something like sports.
That's why I did it. I'm gonna do
you tell me what you're drawing about? We'll talk about it.
Let's go be the grass
Her getting muscle. How is she getting muscle? By pulling. When she pulls or pushes something, that object is in motion. So make sure you draw an object that's in motion that she's pushing and pulling. Right here. If she has big muscles, do you think that that object is heavy? It probably takes a lot of muscle to move that, right? You put it in motion. How are you doing, Kenya? Is this something that your girl is pushing or pulling? How can you show it in motion? With her Isa, I saw that you drew an arrow here. Tell me about that. Hey, Jacob, tell me about your arrow that you drew. Okay. Why do you think you drew that arrow? Tell me about your picture here, Isa.
Hey, you need red?
So that's showing maybe something going in this direction. Do you guys know what the difference between right and left is, right? So I'm giving the directions to somebody.
Do you know that yellow and blue make green?
Think it's true. That's amazing. Did you know? Do you ever hear your mom giving directions to somebody where to go, to right or left? Maybe in a car on the street. She's giving them directions. Direction is a path. Something is going.
Yellow. It's just going to be for you, Caleb.
Caleb, what are you doing?
It's white.
So are you drawing like kind of like a pathway or something?
And that's a bridge.
That's a bridge? Okay.
So you can, and this is like that. You can go there's some and some little.
So you're kind of drawing like a little map of something. It looks like it to me because you're drawing a bridge and you're drawing marbles that can go somewhere. Maybe if you have so you're saying they're going in here, so it's a direction. If you have time, I want you to try and maybe write a sentence about what you're drawing. But if you're focused on your drawing, I think that's great. I think what you have is good. Good job.
You know how you make these colors?
Tell me about your drawing. Oh, okay. That's cool. What are you drawing here?
I'm drawing yellow. Make it raining. Let me see what actually water.
So tell me about these arrows.
That's where the rock was shooting, including it went into the thunderclouds, and then it destroyed it. That makes a light.
Hey, I like your arrows. So you're showing kind of a thundercloud going down the direction. When we talk about direction, we talk about a pathway of something. So where something is going. Yeah. You got it? Looks like you got it. Or you can even use the side of the camera.
It might work better.
Okay. Keep it up. Good job. Pictures here. Ruby, tell me about yours.
These things just did this. These just did this. These crayons out. Oh my god.
Your balloons crashed with your sister. What do you think happens after they crash? When they come together?
They will separate.
Yeah, they will separate. Okay. Do you think they could pop if they came together? What if they came together really hard and they went really strong and they...
No, they're made of
Okay, so they come together really nicely. they bounce up anyway. Okay. So they don't pop. Okay. Because not a lot of force was put on them, right? I love that. I love that, Ruby. That's amazing. I love how you didn't use any of our examples. You used your own. Wow. Your person has a rainbow here. So talk to me about yours. You don't know. Is this another car that you have? Maybe we can somehow draw how these are gonna come and touch and collide. That's your word, collide, when things come together. Okay. Jayla, can you tell me about your picture? Oh, very cool. So what are these things up here? Oh, wow. Very cool. I like that idea with the balloons. Very cool, guys. Keep it up. Okay, friends, I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to draw. And then we're gonna come together, and you guys are gonna get to come up to the front of the room and share about your drawings. I'm so excited for that. So you have 2 more minutes, okay? You guys are working so nicely, so quietly. What's up, Keelan? Okay, let's write something about this. What do you want to say? I can help. Tell me again what it was. Sorry.
It's supposed to say wow right here. And the alien ship is taking it up like
These are marbles, right? We could say the marbles. So we could write the word the.
It's getting bigger and bigger, 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 and bigger. It's getting bigger, so big, it can destroy.
Okay. Marbles. Let's set it up. What's the first sound you hear?
Look how big this alien ship is.
Very cool. So you spelled that wrong. Okay. So
Look how much.
we could write it over here.
Look how big this
Marbles.
alien
So what do you
ship
think
is.
the first sound in
Suck up.
marbles?
That's what happened.
Wow, Jacob, I like that.
Look at this
R.
humongous alien ship.
And I made a foot with it.
Look at this humongous alien ship. It's sucking up everything.
Marb.
Everything's going up. It's just sucking up that thing.
Can you say it? Marb.
When it gets so big. Now you just colored over the word. You don't have to do that. I'm in a giant alien ship.
So friends, look at this car. If I push it, what is it doing when it's rolling? What's happening? I put force on it, but what is it doing when it's rolling across the table? What is it in?
Motion. It's in motion.
So if you want to play with that car and look at it in motion, you can. What are the marbles?
Hey, look at that. One minute, friends.
Caleb's eyes and Jayla's and Jasmine's and Ruby's. Wow, all of table 4s and table 3s. Oh, remember this?
No.
What you're going to do now is take your crayons and put them in the center of your table. If you're all done drawing. When you've done that, put your hands on your head so I know that you're ready to move on. Just like hold it. Okay, now we have to put them back
No,
out.
you need to clean
Why we
up.
have to take your crayons out right now. Wow, I noticed that table 2 is almost ready. I noticed Daniela is ready. I noticed Landon did what he was asking and Caleb. I noticed Kenya's ready and Valeria. And Colton's ready. Okay, what you're going to get to do is you're going to get to share your picture. All the cameras and then look up here. So here, okay? You guys want to share? Lisa, I know you want to share. So,
Like your crayons.
Put these up here. Thank you. So Jacob has asked you to put this in. Okay, class, class. Jayla and Ruby and Jasmine are going to come up here and hold their paper. It's okay. The words are right side up, so it's fine. We can turn it when you're ready. Hands and eyes. So friends, while these friends are up here, I want you to give them all your attention because they're going to give you your attention as well. Okay? So who would like to start talking? Okay, Jayla, go ahead. Your word, their word was collide.
Mine was, I was going to the top of my little sister, and we bought 2 balloons and her aqua, and we bumped them together and then they twisted.
So she's showing that her balloons are colliding. Very cool. Okay, Jasmine or Ruby, which one? 2 claps for Jayla. It's 2 claps, so we go 1, 2. Okay, Ruby, go ahead. What did you draw? Okay, Jasmine. If we don't want to share, it's okay. So I think Jasmine drew here. She drew a friend in a car, and she drew another car, and it looks like those friends are about to collide and come together. So very good job, Jasmine. And she also drew her friend with rainbow hair. So cute. Okay, 2 claps for Jasmine. Friends, I need you to stand. Stand, Ruby. I may have to ask you to go back to your seat. Do you want to share or no? And then stand up and we'll share. Tell us about it. Can you turn it around? Go ahead and share. You have 1 second. Go ahead and go back. What? Okay, I will tell them. Where's your picture at? So Ruby, friends, she also drew balloons, and it's one of hers is her sister's. So where is it at? Right down here. One of her is her sister's balloon, and the other is her balloon, and the balloons go up in the air, and then they touch in the air, and they bounce off of one another. So very good job, Ruby. Okay, 2 claps for Ruby. Okay, friends, you should have nothing in your hands. You should be sitting quietly.